and Tala Amar Rashidi and Sadhvi Jaya Bharti and right-leaning political analyst Jayaprakash ji from Tamil Nadu. Welcome. Now, Ratnakar Tripathi, does everything that is Hindu have to be opposed? I mean, I don't see, it is the most innocuous thing, you are lighting a lamp. Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of BJP. Does everything Hindu have to be opposed? If so, why?
That is your point. Did anyone do any illegal thing? It has been in dispute since long. Had it been so easy that it was everyday lit Deepak, Mr. Gurmurthy said that has been questioned many times. And the Madras High Court of 1996 ordered that the Deepam be lit ordinarily in the traditional place of the Mandapam of Arunu Subramanya Swami Temple Mandapam near Chipilarayan. And Mr. Ravi, previously someone else, now Mr. Ravi went to the court, filed a case and said, no, we want to lit at the Deepthana. I agree with it.
But there is a...
Right. So, please, don't intervene. In 2014, the Madras High Court, Venugopal said that the courts cannot interfere in the spiritual, religious, optional practice of religion unless until the, statutory breach, constitutional breach. So let the court decide it. Who is opposing?
No, one minute. May I think you have a misunderstanding here. I want to go to MR for a moment, Sanju, before I come to you. MR Venkatesh, because he's given... I've only got a 7-minute window with MR today. MR, thank you for coming. Good to see you after a long time.
Pleasure,
Now, first of all, a small correction to Ratnakar Tripathi. Ayodhya Babri Masjid dispute was a religious dispute and the Supreme Court intervened. So I don't think I live in a vacuum where religion does not exist. You may like to live in an agnostic, atheistic vacuum. I am not. I am a practicing Hindu. Now, second point here. There is a legitimate process. Hindus have not gone and done anything illegal.
Dr. Goswami, I have much more of legal understanding than you.
It's all relative. You may think so. You may, if you like to believe so. I am not going to be. I'm not. You can. Even whether you may.
Give me half a minute.
No, 1 minute. I want to go to MR. I simply am asking with folded hands to my viewers today that we live in a country with more than 80-85% Hindus. We are told today, MR, that Hindus in a non-BJP government cannot light a lamp. Cannot light a lamp. If you light a lamp, you will be accused of starting a riot.
Yes.
This is absolutely senseless.
Dr. Goswami, let me intervene. Please. Nishikant Dubey Dinesh Sharma categorically said that Chief Justice Khanna is taking the country to what? Home war, civil war.
Okay. Now, Ratnakar ji, hear the other side tonight. I am not provoking Hindus, I am telling them the truth. MR Venkatesh, what is the touchy issue?
Nishikant Dubey and Dinesh Sharma categorically said that Chief Khanna is provoking...
MR Venkatesh,
can you lower the feeder?
Gurumurthy sir came on the program and he said, Arnab, Muslims are also not opposing this. If Muslims are not opposing, why is Congress DMK opposing?
Yes, Arnab. In fact, as a devotee, I went to the temple even before I took up this case. I wandered in and around the temple area, met several Muslim gentlemen, and they all told me that they hold the Thirupuram Gundram hill with great reverence. It is only imported Muslims from Kerala and from other distant districts of Tamil Nadu who come and create this problem of animal sacrifice. That was the start of the problem when somebody started, an MP from Tamil Nadu started cooking biryani made of mutton up the hill, and that started the whole thing. And then what happened was, people went to the court, even then the Hindus went to the court. They made this Malai declared as Thirupuram Gundram Malai for the Hindus, and based on a 1923 civil court order. It was a very clear judgment of a 1923 civil court judgment. That goes up to the Privy Council and that becomes final. Then what happens? Another gentleman by name Ram Ravi Kumar, who is a petitioner in this case, comes up and shows me a 1996 order which says that 15 meters away from the dargah, you can light the Tirupurangundram lamp. That is the order of Justice Kanakaraj of 1996. Now, we went to Article 25, Article 26, Article 19, Part 3 of the fundamental rights of the Constitution, all those things you do it. But at the end of the day, we are left lamenting, we are left showing the rule book, we go by the rule book, but yet the threat of a riot is enough. The threat of a riot, there is no riot. Simply the threat of a riot is substantially enough for the administration of the day to tell us, sorry sirs,
No,
we will not
but
abide.
tell me
Even
one
if it were
thing.
a
When
quota.
somebody cooks mutton biryani next to a temple, Harish,
No, inside the hill.
no, then there is no threat of a riot. Then there are no. Then when somebody cooks mutton biryani next to a temple or right next to a temple, then nobody is concerned about Hindu sentiments, Harish. But if somebody lights a lamp next to a dargah, it is a transgression of Muslim sentiments. I don't understand these double standards, this dichotomy at all. Harish, I'm sure neither do you.
Of course. As we always have a communal harmony exhibiting state like Tamilnadu, we don't never go ahead against one's religious sentiments. Having said that, even in Tiruvannamalai, we have 30 lakh followers who have followed the Kartige Deepam, and there is not even 0.01% of deviations of HRMC Act. Even here, the 100-year-old pillar where the lightening up during the Kartige Deepam was happening, and it was done by the HRMC. So there is not even 0.01% of deviation but the order which is passed by 1996, which has been not delivered on 2014 and 2017, there has been a state given during the ADMK period, which stated that there is a new archaeological pillar which is standing from 1808 to 1809. There was a one pillar which has been placed over there. And by 1871, there is another pillar with the geometrical survey which has been conducted during the British era. Those two pillars have been given during the RTA which has been asked by Mr. Jaffer on 2022. The Survey Commission of India, headed by Mr. Narendra Modi, our Honorable PM, it is under his purview. The government has given a notification stating that those two are the archaeological pillars.
How is it hurting Muslim sentiments if a lamp is? Forget all this.
No.
First of all, you are admitting that everything is in the area of antiquity. You are admitting that there is 100, 200, maybe 2,000-year-old Hindu practice. But you are saying that a 2,000-year-old Hindu practice cannot be done in 2025. Why?
No one.
Why? Have we become an Islamic state?
No.
Or an
Even
Islamist
Islamic state or Hindu state.
Jayaprakash
has given. No.
Jayaprakash is coming in. Jayaprakash.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Arnab, for having me on the show. See, thank you so much to Republic for, first of all, taking up the cause of Hinduism in Tamil Nadu. We are like the Pandits of Kashmir. In Tamil Nadu, we have been completely crushed by the DMK, and every Hindu is seen as an anti, they call us as we are the people who create unruly things. But let me break the two fallacies which the DMK has been building for years. First of all, they say Lord Muruga is a Tamil god. Let me first get you the facts right. During the 4th century, poet Kalidas in Chandragupta's time writes a poem which says of Kumara Sambhava, that is the birth of Lord Muruga. That is done in Sanskrit in the 4th century. From the 6th century onwards, all the upper Sundarar and they have been singing in praise of Lord Muruga. So with all this happening, who is this guy called Sikandar? Sikandar comes in as the last sultanate who Malik Kafur and Alauddin Khilji, they conquer Madurai. They stop and close Meenakshi Amman temple for 36 years without prayers. They close Srirangam for more than 30 years without prayers. They rape women. They kill people. They close the temple. And the Vijayanagara king...
How do you know that from WhatsApp history? Stop spreading hatred. Stop spreading your narrative of propaganda.
You can always counter me after I complete.
Nothing about the
Jayaprakash can continue.
Tamil Nadu. You know nothing about.
Let me complete. Don't shout at me. Kumara Kampa kills Sikandar.
Your agenda.
Sikandar is an occupier.
Cannot be allowed to be spread
is
out
a
in national
person
television.
who closed Meenakshi temple for 36 years.
People of Tamil Nadu.
And he was skinned by the Kampa king and hung outside Madurai. That guy has got two. He has got two. There is one place called Goripalayam and one on top of the hill. First of all, there are two. There is one Sikandar Dargah in Goripalayam, a place in Madurai. There is one on top of the hill. He is an occupier. India is the only country which glorifies occupiers. That fellow closed our temple for 36 years. Please go and see the history. Yeah, they came in 1310 and until 1378. Until 1378, there was no puja in Meenakshi Amman temple or in Srirangam. It is the Vijayanagar kings who came in and saved the Hinduism in that place. Why are we being subject to all this? They are occupiers.
Because Jayaprakash, an attempt is being made to put an impression out here. And MR, please stay for a minute, please, on this. As an attempt to create a notion here
come in, please.
that Hindus have no rights. Ladies and gentlemen, what we are talking about is an old truth. The lighting of the lamp at Deepathun. You must all Google it, search it, find out about it. The truth is that this hill is historically, legally, judicially recognized as belonging to the Hindu temple, with only narrow exceptions carved out. Today, Sadhvi Jayabharti, the DMK government is giving a feeling that Hindus have no rights, and Hindus wanting to assert their rights are seen to be riot creators. But I'm totally shocked that in Parliament, the Congress went and said, impeach the judge. How dare a judge speak on behalf of the rights of the Hindu community, which means it's an attempt at putting undue pressure on the judicial system to be anti-Hindu. Sadhvi.
Thank you, Arnab, for putting this context across to me. One thing that I want to be, really as a Hindu, I'm hurt, I'm offended, and I think you've spoken that historically, legally, archaeologically, this hill has been established that it is a Hindu site. But what is historically and observantly and right now in the eye of the nation, what has been established is that DMK is resolutely anti-Hindu, and it is not only the Hindu hate that it has all shown this time. They call us coronavirus, they call us malaria, they call us names, they over and over again insult Hindus, when they are sitting on the constitutional seats. And now they have, look at the haste, look at the hurry that, they lobbied in the parliament against Hindus. And it wasn't Muslim people who said, who had the problem with the judgment. It is the political parties who are also manipulating Muslims and telling them that you should follow our suit. So because, it is how they divide. They keep telling people whom to hate. They keep creating situations where there is communal tension, where people, they said like people across all the faith lines, they pray to Deva Murugan, and what they are doing there. I'm totally aghast at how Akhilesh Yadav, who might not even understand, Deva Murugan, is standing there. Look at him. They have not learned their lessons that, the Muslim appeasement has, the way they've been doing it has kept them out of power for the last 10 years. They are literally rubbing their heels in the sand, and yet they do not learn their lessons. They are still offending Hindus. They are on the rampage of Hindu hate right now. If any party has a problem with that judgment, they have other legal options available to pursue. What's the problem? What's the point of these politicians lobbying and calling for an impeachment of a judge? What misconduct did they find that he gave a judgment in his own legal wisdom? This is absolutely,
I can't hear it.
More than Hindus, Muslims should understand that they have been manipulated by these political
there's
parties.
another point here. There's another point I want to bring in here, Sadhvi, and I'd like to bring in Sanju on this. Similarity with the Ayodhya case is what I want to point about, Sanju, here. The Ayodhya case, 150, 160 years old, went on in court. So Hindus are patient. Hindus go through the legal process. Hindus go through every court, every appellate court, and then eventually, after more than a century, win the case. When they win the case, then all hell breaks loose, and you told the system was not right. Now, this particular case, Sanju, goes back to 1915. At that time, when the Dargah caretakers tried to build a mandapam using stones from the hill, the Meenakshi Devasthana, the then temple authority, objected 1915, around the time of World War I. And they showed documents going back to 1837.
Yes.
The question of ownership is not 2025. The legal issue has gone on since 1915. The British time collectors have recorded the dispute. And just one point here, before I give it to you, Sanju. The case has gone through subordinate judge Madurai 1923, Madras High Court 1926, Judicial Commission of the Privy Council London 1931.
Yes.
Hindus have been patient, have gone through the legal process. The DMK is telling the Hindus that even if you win legally, we will find illegal ways to cut you down.
Arnav,
To push back the Hindu tradition. Sanju.
Thank you. You know, I heard Mr. Ratnakar, and Arnav, you made some fantastic points, and thank you so much for that very informative interview with Mr. Gurumurthy. It put things in perspective. I quickly want to just make a couple of points here. Yes, 1920, 1923, 1926, the civil court consistently said one thing. The entire Thiru Kundaram hill belongs to Subramanian Swami temple and the Kashi Vishwanathar temple. There are three things which are there inside those premises of the hillock. One is the Subramanian Swami temple, one is the Kashi Vishwanathar temple, and one is the Sikandar Badusha Dargah. Now, Arnav, you'll be surprised to know that the Subramanian Swami temple was built in the 6th century CE by the Pandya kings, and the Sikandar Badusha mosque came up only after the 17th century. So the first point is, Hindus are so accommodating that while the entire hillock belongs to the Subramanian Swami temple authorities, they willingly, very generously said, ठीक है, दरगाह यदि यहाँ पर construct होता है, हमें आपत्ति नहीं है. So the first point is, technically, legally, the entire hillock belongs to Subramanian Swami temple. तो हिंदू चाहे कहीं भी दीपम जला सकता है, not just at the stone pillar which is called the Deepathun. The most important judgment which nobody here seems to have spoken of is this. There was a judgment by the Madras High Court in 2017 which said that the decision of where to light the giant diya or deepam is the sole preserve of the temple authorities. Under the HRCE Act of 1959 and the HRCE Act of 1986, it is the exclusive domain of the temple management to decide where devotees will light the giant temple. The state has no business instructing the temple management that यहाँ पर दीपम जलाना चाहिए या वहाँ पर नहीं जलाना चाहिए. And in 1996 also, the Madras High Court said that the diya or deepam can be lit anywhere within the traditional premises of the mandapam. But it did not define what that traditional place is. And in 2017, the Madras High Court said that the stone pillar or deepathun, where devotees want to light the deepam, should also be considered a traditional place. So my second point is, if Hindu devotees want to light the deepam on the deepathun, which is the stone pillar and which is a part of the traditional premises of the Subramanian Swami temple, भला लोगों को क्या एतराज है. And my final point is this: the decision to impeach Justice G.R. Swaminathan is based on the premise that he wanted to change a core religious practice. But the core religious practice has been that the deepam should be lit by the devotees at a place of their choosing, because the temple management has no problem with the Deepam being lit at the Deepathun. The only people who have a problem is the DMK. And do you remember, Arnav, who was the chief minister in 1996? Who was the chief minister of Tamil Nadu between 1996 and 2001?
Others.
It was a man called N.K. Karunanidhi. He flouted the court judgment and refused to allow devotees to light the Deepam at the Deepathun. That was 1996, and in 2025, Karunanidhi's son N.K. Stalin, who's a Hindu-phobic bigot, decides to follow his father's
Harish,
footsteps.
everyone, keep changing.
Do you remember the Sabrimala judgment? You had so many debates. What did Justice Deepak Mishra say in 2018? He said that not just menstruating women or non-menstruating women, it does not matter whether you're 5-year-old or 15 or 20 or a 65-year-old woman, it does not matter. Any woman can go to the Sabrimala temple and pay her obeisance to the deity. Whether you're menstruating or non-menstruating does not matter. And there was a hue and cry because Hindus said that Justice Deepak Mishra has tampered with a century-old practice. But did any Hindu say that Justice Deepak Mishra should be impeached? No. We gave our opinions.
What did BJP
we filed
do?
petitions.
What was your party
Nobody
stand? What did
said
BJP
Justice
do in
Deepak
Sabrimala
Mishra
case?
should be
Did
impeached.
you obey to the rule?
CJI
the ruling
Deepak
of the
Mishra
court?
overturned
Did you obey to the
centuries-old
ruling of the
practice
court?
via
You
the
are giving
Sabrimala
lectures on the
project
ruling
of
of the court about
2018.
judiciary,
Tala.
and it came to
You
you.
are
You
over
overruled the ruling of the court. You have shown no respect to the ruling of the court when the judgment does not suit to you. But when the judgment appeases you, you become the savior, the torchbearers of the judiciary and judicial.
No, we don't determine what is in the judiciary. 1 minute. I want to just go across to MR for a moment. You see the attempt, MR, I just want to go to you for a moment to get a perspective on this. See, let's understand here. Hindus are not trying to claim any new ground. Hindus in Tamil Nadu are trying to defend what is already theirs. As per 1931 Privy Council subordinate judge finding was upheld, everything rock, terrain, peak, pathways, sacred spaces remain temple property. Now you are saying, what you're basically trying to say here, MR, what they are saying is Hindus don't have a right to exist in Tamil Nadu. Hindu shrines should fold up. We don't want Hindus to be there. Anybody who is pro-Hindu will be told that you're anti-Muslim.
And Arnab Goswami, you are forgetting that the DMK government have done 3,000 plus temples, Kudamuluku, Kumbhabhishekam, last 4.5 years. So don't spin your...
I know that...
How much was swindled in this process? How much was swindled in the process? Can you tell me? So don't tell me all this crap about the DMK claiming to DMK is a party which is overtly atheist and has an anti-Hindu bias. So I don't want to get into a debate with you on this. We will meet you in the court. Answer our facts on the court.
Go and ask the BJP
with your facts.
10,000 plus odd crores in electoral bonds and made their kitty with 10,000 plus crores in 10 years of their tenure. Go and ask to them first. Where does the
How much did DMK get as electoral bonds?
Go and ask to that.
How much did you get? So don't tell me a party which is steeped in corruption and lives in corruption has to say something about this. And if you have a problem, go to the courts on this. Just as I have gone to the courts. Don't teach the grandma, okay? We have gone to the courts, go to the courts and answer in the courts. Don't try to come to the TV studio and accuse somebody else who is not the show.
Harish Mohammed Ibrahim. Harish Mohammed Ibrahim.
Tell me Arnab Goswami.
Yeah. Harish Mohammed Ibrahim.
Tell me Arnab Goswami.
Since the DMK, your party says that we must eradicate Hinduism. We must eradicate...
No one said that. No one said that.
So then of course, was this not said? Jayaprakash? It is the official policy of the DMK to... Jayaprakash versus Harish Mohammed Ibrahim. Yes, Jayaprakash.
The CM says that the mantras played during the time of marriage is so worse to hear. It is filth. Raja says that we should not have a single statue in the country so that Hinduism is eradicated. T.R. Balu comes on mic and says he flaunts. I have broken open so many temples. The worst thing is Ponmudi. He says you go to a prostitute, when you stand and do it, it is Vaishnavism, and when you lie down and do it, it is Saivism. What do you call that? Can you talk that to your religion? And will you keep quiet? What are you trying to tell us? We are living in a state, Mr. Arnab. This is the first time a national television is coming here
but
to save
Jayaprakash
us.
ji, I'll tell you
We
one
are
thing. I
living
want to
in a
say one
state
thing to you. Many
where-
people tell me.
Let me
Many
tell you
people
one
tell
thing.
me.
We are living in a
Jayaprakash ji,
state-
many people tell me. Many people tell me that Arnab, there is so much injustice going on. There is so much injustice going on in Tamil Nadu. No. Many people tell me, Jayaprakash ji. First of all, let me tell you, I want the Tamil media to also wake up. I can only appeal. I can appeal to my brothers and sisters in the Tamil media to wake up. Stop following the line of the state government, which is ridiculing the Sengol, which is saying eradicate Sanatan Dharm. After all, Rahul Gandhi was quoted as telling the US ambassador that radicalized Hindu groups are more dangerous than Lashkar-e-Toiba.
Tamil Nadu.
Please,
Priyanka Vadra has
in
signed that
Sir, in
petition.
Tamil Nadu-
Out of the 120 MPs.
why did Priyanka Vadra go and say impeach the judge?
Supriya Sule has signed the petition. Uddhav Thackeray then-
Putting pressure on the judiciary?
Media and the
Why has Priyanka Vadra
people are
signed the petition, Arnab?
showing the streets of
The feeling is, no, the feeling is, 1 minute, everyone, no, you want to give a feeling, Ratnakar Tripathi, that Hindus are extremists, Hindus do riots.
Uddhav Thackeray
They don't want the
retailers
government to
have
run by
signed
the
that
constitution. They
petition.
want
Why?
the government to appease Hindus.
Tovar has
run
said
by
that.
polarization, appeasement of Hindus,
You see,
of the
two
majoritarian
people
Gained
people.
over
Why would
80%.
Akhilesh Yadav sign that petition?
But
Kanni Modi has signed that
If a
petition. Priyanka Vadra
government
has
is a
signed that petition.
country run
Supriya
by
Sule
the
has
Two
signed
people
that
together,
petition.
not more than that.
Arnab and
This is a
the
Hindu
system cannot
Ganesha procession.
Well, two people together, please, producers, help me in this. My point here is that, see, I want to bring you in. Tala, just for a moment, please. You see, we live in a country where Mamata Banerjee has been against Durga Visarjan. Sharad Pawar has questioned the Ram Mandir Trust. Uddhav Thackeray has arrested people for chanting Hanuman Chalisa outside his house. Right? A. Raja of the CPI says we are all opposed to Sanatan. Right? And DMK is against Sengol and is saying we must eradicate Sanatan Dharma. In the middle of this, what we are seeing here, Jayaprakash, what we are seeing here, MR, is a beautiful phenomenon of Hindu consolidation in Tamil Nadu. Many people thought
Yes,
this will never
certainly.
exist. Hindu consolidation is happening in Tamil Nadu. And Hindu
Yes,
consolidation will lead to Hindu political consolidation as well. Because Hindus have realized that you are anti-Hindu. Harish Muhammad
DMK
Ibrahim.
tells us where the procession of Ganesha should go, whereas Muharram processions are taken up in Mount Road. How is it fair?
How is it fair?
They say the Ganesha procession should go in this street, that street, this street, whereas Muharram can go in Mount Road. Why? Are we living in Pakistan or what?
Harish Muhammad Ibrahim, Tala Ahmad Rashidi.
The reason,
Ask them to answer it.
the reason
Ganesha festival, by
Tiruvannamala
processions
Deepam have been
are
carried
not
out,
supposed to
almost
go in
30 lakh
cricket.
people have participated. And the Madurai Color
MR,
Festival,
MR,
almost
MR.
20 lakh people have participated.
MR.
Not even a 0.01% of
This
the
gentleman seems to have got one line, one
Only when
line,
BJP
and he's
comes in,
repeating it ad nauseum. He doesn't even understand the difference
BJP
between
comes in,
Tiruvannamalai and
picture,
Tirupparamkundram.
that will
What do I
always
say of
be
this gentleman?
picture.
And
Because they are politics, division politics.
my Guru, Mr. Gurumurthy, put it very nicely that Kalanjar Karnanidhi would not have done this stupidity. This stupidity is a hallmark, and I will give Rahul Ratna award to Mr. Stalin and to Mr. Udyanidhi. This is Agmark certified stupidity of Rahul Gandhi
Agmark
imposed
certified
in Tamil Nadu.
How will Hindus
First give to Mr. Modi and come back to Tamil Nadu, sir. Gentlemen, please do that first. And as I said earlier, 30 lakh people have conducted their Deepam on Tiruvannamalai temple. There is not even.
Hey, Baba, this is
0.01%
Tirupura
of
Mundram. Please
deviation.
understand
Wait,
this.
let
This is
me
as
say,
much difference between Mecca and Medina.
Wherever
Please
BJP
understand
goes,
this.
wherever the
This is
BJP
not one and the
goes,
same.
There will be a
Tiruvannamalai is
ruckus.
a different
Wherever the
Deepam.
BJP
Tirupura
goes,
Mundram is a
there
different
will be a
Deepam.
ruckus and
Please
there will be a
understand this.
deviation.
This is a difference.
Wherever. Why are you shouting, sir? Please listen to me carefully.
No, because you are deaf.
BJP
You don't
and
understand
RSS
anything. I'm not shouting. I'm trying to put sense to you. I
I'm
know that
putting
is
the same
impossible,
sense
but
to
I'm
you.
trying.
In
I will try my
Madurai
best. Don't
Kallanagar
worry about it.
Festival, in Madurai Kallanagar Festival, there will be always 30 lakh people will be participating. Not
Okay,
even
what
this
is the
0.01%.
Kallanagar? There will be several festivals, sir, in Tamil Nadu. What
Yes,
is that
of
got to
course,
do with
because
lighting a Deepam preventing lighting a Deepam out of a court order? That is the debate.
Try to do divisive politics in Tamil Nadu. People with much more
Sir,
sensibility.
you have already
there in
mixed
Tamil Nadu.
politics. You
So
have
keep aside- keep
refused
aside
to
your-
accept
you
a court
keep
order.
aside your divisive
That is the
politics
worst
of
blasphemy
BJP
you have ever
analysis
committed.
out of Tamil Nadu.
Here is
Your
somebody
politics
who
will
has
be
done the
nowhere.
worst type of blasphemy
BJP
by
and
not,
RSS is
and that has been approved by the division bench.
How much
That you
time?
should have allowed the order of the single bench to be
People of
carried
Tamil
out.
Nadu will be vehemently doing their own thing. You will be kept aside.
I am
BJP
sure my
and
friend
RSS are
Jayaprakash will reply to you on this.
irrelevant.
Well, I have a feeling this time, I have no deep knowledge of Tamil politics, but I believe that when somebody tells Hindus you can't light a lamp,
No
then
one
they've
is saying
crossed.
that, Arnab Goswami.
No, they,
No one is saying that.
There is.
That is owned by the temple.
You're telling Hindus you can't light a lamp.
Arnab, stop lying.
Can't light a lamp and
Sadhvi. Yes, Sadhvi.
Yes, so one point that absolutely this gentleman Harish has been putting across is that he's counting the numbers of Hindu processions or events going on there as if he's so outraged by that, and it has been like he's, ehsan kiya hai aapne hame wo procession
Correct.
karne dene. We are not living in Pakistan, so we have the right. Don't show you're not obliging me by letting me do that. That's my fundamental constitutional right. That's my religious right. Don't position yourself and the DMK as if obliging. The country belongs to
my words. Don't spin my
the
words.
people.
Okay,
And
viewers,
your deceptive name is as deceptive your actions are, Mr. Harish. The whole thing, you are
And
a
I believe
symbolism, an embodiment of deception.
Udayanithi Stalin,
Sanju.
who said Sanatan Dharma is equal to dengue, malaria, rabies and COVID. Harish Ibrahim, do you have the guts to condemn what Deputy Chief Minister Udayanithi Stalin said about Sanatan Dharma? You are a DMK acolyte. You are not a neutral political analyst.
No, I have said that. Even if
There
those
are
kind of
dengue, to
oppression,
malaria, to rabies, to COVID.
Madam,
Do you have the guts to condemn Udayanithi Stalin?
Madam, why are
Don't
you
masquerade
screaming?
as a political analyst.
Please be
Don't
calm.
masquerade
Please be
as a
calm.
political analyst.
Madam,
You are
please
MC
be calm.
Stalin retainer.
Madam, please
you are a
be
DMK
calm.
Zarbari. You are a DMK acolyte. You are
Okay,
Hindu
okay.
phobic.
Fine,
You are not
fair
secular.
enough, fair enough.
Under the
Okay,
garb of
fine.
pseudo-secularism, you
Fine,
want to
okay.
revoke the fundamental
Okay.
rights of Hindus in Tamil Nadu because you want to
Okay.
appease the 43
Okay.
lakh Muslim Janta
enough.
of Tamil Nadu because Tamil Nadu
Okay.
is
Are
going
you
to
done?
elections next
Are you
year.
done?
I'm not
Okay.
done until you apologize for Udayanithi Stalin, your leader's comments.
Well, I
will be
think
done
we need
after
to
you do so.
truly look at this case only in one point tonight. See, everybody has a right to agree and disagree. But if you are saying in India that in Tamil Nadu Hindus cannot light a lamp,
Exactly.
No
this
one is saying
offends
that. Only
people
you are
if
saying
Hindus
that.
light a lamp.
No one is saying that. No one is saying
An
that.
act of lighting a lamp becomes a riotous act, Amar. An act of lighting a lamp becomes one to incite. That means in India, in Deepavali, one day we'll be told, don't light lamps on Diwali. Somebody will get provoked. The day is not far. They will say, don't light lamps on Diwali. It is a provocative act.
Ready to be provoked at every
Exactly, it's absurd, ladies and gentlemen. And these absurdities are exposed only on Republic. And I thank you so much for joining me this evening. It's a pleasure to bring to you, sometimes with dismay though, the things that are going horribly wrong in this country. We raise our voice to make a change. Good night and goodbye.